So please subscribe my channel and give one like to my life. Please subscribe my channel and give one like to my life, and please support me, guys. Who is seeing my life? Are you preparing for any exams? Please subscribe my channel and give one like to my life. I can't understand what you are saying. Please give one like to my live and subscribe my channel. Those who are new, please subscribe my channel. What language you are writing, I can't understand here. Are you a student? Please subscribe my channel and give one like to my live, those who are new. So for biological classification, I will study biological classification. Those who want to revise with me, please connect with me. It's based on NCERT, and I have written my notes. You can open your NCERT book. So this is my NCERT book. Okay. Chapter 2, Biological Classification. Since the dawn of civilization, dawn means start. Okay? So when the civilization started, there have been many attempts to classify living organisms. So from that time only classification started. It was done instinctively, not using criteria that were scientific, but born out of a need to use organisms for our own use for food, shelter and clothing. We all know that the basic needs of a human is food, right? Shelter, clothing. So according to that times they have classified. But Aristotle was the first person who had classified the classification scientifically. He used simple morphological characters to classify plants into trees, shrubs and herbs. So he only used the scientific basis of classifications, and he classified plants into trees, shrubs and herbs. He also divided animals into two groups, those which had red blood and those that did not. Those who are having red blood, okay, that are known as enema, and those who did not have the red blood, that are known as enema. So now the classification started. Okay, first Linnaeus has given two kingdom classification. So two kingdom classifications included Plantae and Animalia. Plantae means plant. Please listen to me. What happened? Jyoti Mishra. What happened, Jyoti? Jyoti Mishra. What happened, Jyoti? Anything happened? Anything important happened? So why were disturbing me? आप क्या पढ़ी? मैं biological classification, class 11, chapter 2. I have doubt that I should go to school regularly and complete my 12th and take a or I have a doubt that I should go to school regularly and complete my 12th and take a job or a dummy school to prepare for. If you are very if you are topper like student, then you can handle both. And if you think that you are the average student, then focus for class 12. Okay, and after focusing class 12, you can take a drop, because class 12 is same important as class 12 is more important, because if you don't get that much marks, you cannot sit for NEET. So step wise you should follow. So focus for class 12, and you can take a drop, or after giving class 12 there are I think 3 months. As you've already read for class 11, you can prepare for class 11 that time. If you're a topper student, you can handle both, but if you're an average student, go for class 12 first. Okay, and in class 12 you have to write your answers, right? Long answers, so you have to prepare for that also. If you are doing only MCQ, see, if you do only MCQs, what will happen? You may make mistakes, you can do spelling mistakes and many things, then you will not get marks in class 12. Class 12 marks is very important to sit for any exams, not only NEET, but also if you want to sit in JEE, if you want to sit in Wbjee also, you need a minimum marks. So focus on that. Thanks for your previous time, precious and guidance. Thank you. Okay, Mayank. What's your name? My name is Sri Roy. Do you have any query? Yeah. So what I said, Linnaeus had given two kingdom classification. Linnaeus is the name of the scientist. So Linnaeus had given two kingdom classification, that was Plantae and Animalia. And R.H. Whitaker had given 5 kingdom classification in 1969. And 5 kingdom classification included Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So now let's read about Monera. So Monera cell wall type is prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means they are primitive type. So from the primitive type, you can understand that they will not have a well developed nucleus. They will have nucleoids. So its cell wall is non-cellulosic, that is polysaccharide plus amino acid, and its nuclear membrane is absent. Body organization is cellular, and mode of nutrition will be autotrophic, that is chemosynthetic plus photosynthetic, and heterotrophic, that is saprophytic and parasitic. Now for protista. Protista is a cell type is eukaryotic, and eukaryotic is actually my father called me. I always give priority to my family first. Didi, you are a topper. No, I am not a topper. Everyone is not topper. Topper depends upon the competitions, the students. Suppose if it maybe happens to your school also, like like consider our school toppers and your school toppers did a competitions, then within them also there will be one topper. So it's not like that. Topper means who can I have said to Mayank that if he is a good student, means he's a good student, you can understand that, not average one. Okay, so that's why I'm not the topper. Okay, I'm not the topper. The main things needed is dedication, focus. So Linnaeus had given two kingdom classification, and he said about plantain animalia, and R.H. Whitaker had given 5 kingdom classification in 1969. So he had included Monera, Protista, fungi, plantain, animalia. So I've said about Monera, and now about Protista. Its cell type is eukaryotic. Eukaryotes means it is developed from of prokaryotes, right? Prokaryotes are primitive, but eukaryotes are well developed, not like prokaryotes. Eukaryotes have well defined nucleus, so they will have nuclear membrane, and its cell type is present in some, and its body organization is cellular, and Monera's body organization is also cellular. Though Monera is prokaryotes, but Protista is eukaryotes. Okay, and mode of nutrition of Protista is autotrophic, and another mode of nutrition of Protista is heterotrophic. So Protista show only photosynthesis. Okay, Protista make food with the help of inorganic raw materials. So they are autotrophic, but for Monera they are chemotrophic and photosynthetic autotrophs. So let me write this point in my copy also, because when you write one thing and read also, then only you can memorize it faster, and you will not forget easily. So 2 kingdom classification given by Linnaeus, 5 kingdom classification was given by R.H. Whitaker. Please subscribe my channel. and it classified Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. What about Monera? Monera cell wall type is prokaryote. So write cell wall type is prokaryotic. Its cell wall is non-cellulosic, means Monera cell wall is non-cellulosic. Non-cellulosic, and non-cellulosic includes polysaccharide plus amino acid. So Monera cell wall is a prokaryotic and its cell wall is non-cellulosic, that is polysaccharide plus amino acid. And though it's prokaryotic, its nuclear membrane is absent. And body organization is cellular, and its mode of nutrition are autotrophic. They show chemosynthetic plus photosynthetic autotrophic. And they are heterotrophic also. Heterotrophic means those that depend on other organisms, like saprophytic. So saprophytic are the organisms that depends on the raw or dead materials, and they digest the thing and take the nutrition from there. And parasitic means they present on host and they take nutrition from there. So Protista, Protista cell wall type is eukaryotic, and its cell wall is present in some. So all Protista doesn't have the cell wall, and obviously they will have a nuclear membrane because they are eukaryotes. And in class 8 only we have read about that eukaryotes have a well-defined nucleus. Okay, they are well developed than the prokaryotes. Body organization is cellular, and their mode of nutrition is autotrophic. And autotrophic only includes photosynthetic. They are not chemosynthetic, they are photosynthetic, and they are heterotrophic. Okay, now let's read about fungi. So cell type is eukaryotic, and cell wall is present without cellulose. So cell type is eukaryotic for fungi. Cell type is eukaryotic. Cell wall is present without cellulose. Cell wall is present without cellulose. So cell wall is present without cellulose. But plants, cell wall is made up of cellulose. So fungi doesn't have cell wall, doesn't have cellulosic cell wall, and their cell wall is made up of chitin plus polysaccharide. Okay, their cell wall is made up of chitin plus polysaccharide, and their body organization is they are not cellular, they are multicellular plus loose tissue. Okay, and their mode of nutrition is only heterotrophic. They cannot make their own food. Okay, and so they are saprophytic plus parasitic. So fungi are saprophytic and parasitic. So cell wall is absent in Animalia, Amoeba, Paramecium and Mycoplasma. Okay, the two kingdom classification that was given by Linnaeus did not distinguish between the eukaryotes and prokaryotes, photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic, and unicellular and multicellular. Photosynthetic organisms examples are green algae, then plants. Okay, non-photosynthetic example is fungi. The main criteria of classification of five kingdom classification, main criteria of classification is first one is the cell structure, nature of cell wall, mode of nutrition, civilization relationship, and method of reproduction. Okay, the main criteria of classification by R.H. Whitakers are include cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and for phylogenetic relationship. The phylogenetic relationship means the evolutionary relationship. Examples of algae are Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Heterotrophic groups example is fungi, and autotrophic group example is green plants. Fungi cell wall is made up of chitin and polysaccharide. Everyone knows about chitin, but we forget about polysaccharide, so we should not forget. Fungi cell wall is made up of polysaccharide plus chitin. So let's read about Monera. Bacteria are the sole members, means they are the important members of Monera. They are abundant microorganisms. They are found in vast amount. Abundant means large amount, maximum amount, and bacteria occurs almost everywhere. So bacteria are found everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria are present in handful of soil. So when we take handful of soil like this, we will get hundreds of bacteria. Bacteria also live in extreme habitats. Extreme habitats means the harsh habitat like hot spring, deserts, snows, deep oceans. Many of them live in or on other organisms like parasite. Okay. There are four shapes of bacteria. First one is the spherical shape, second one is the rod shape, third one is the comma shape, and fourth one is the spiral shape. So those bacteria who are having a spherical shape, they are known as coccus, and coccus is the singular form and plural form will be cocci. For rod shape, that bacteria name is bacillus, and bacillus is the singular form and plural form will be bacilli. For comma shape, it will be vibrium, and that is the singular name, and plural name will be vibrio. And for spiral shape, its singular name is spirillum and its plural name will be spirilla. So bacteria are found in harsh habitat. How they can stay in harsh habitat? Because they have extensive metabolic diversity. Though they are having extensive metabolism, means they are having high metabolic power. That's why they can live in harsh habitat. So same thing is written. Bacteria shows most extensive metabolic diversity. Some bacteria are autotrophs because they synthesize their own food from inorganic substance. Inorganic substance like carbon dioxide, then water, then soil. Okay, these are the inorganic raw materials. Bacteria's mode of nutrition are photosynthetic autotrophs, chemosynthetic autotrophs, and heterotrophic. The vast majority of bacteria are heterotrophic. Vast majority means the maximum. Heterotrophs do not synthesize their own food. They depend on other organisms or on dead organic matters and parasite or decomposers. Okay. In class 12, we will read about decomposers. Sorry, my phone. Who are decomposers? The decomposers are those organisms which decompose the things like detritus, like leaf. Okay. Please give one like and subscribe my channel. So let's revise physics. Class 12 physics deals with the charge. properties of charge, nature of charge, electrostatic force, what is charge. So understanding charge is very, very important. If we don't understand what is charge, it is impossible for us to move on, right? So I've said the properties of charge. So what is property? Properties means anything's characters, like suppose in our garden we have beautiful flowers, and we say that this flower is very beautiful. So this one is the characteristics of that plant. So right, so properties means the same. And when there is a property, this will lead to effect. The effect is that when we say that this flower is very beautiful, its effect is that flower is attracting us. So there is an effect, that's why we feel attractive towards that flower. So similarly, when there is a property and physics, we can say the examples of property is mass. So when there is mass, there will be effects, and that effect will be the gravitational force. So due to that property only, we feel effects, and the effects is the gravitational force, a moment of inertia, right? So suppose if there is no mass, then there will be no gravitational force, no moment of inertia. So what is the formula of gravitational force? The formula of gravitational force is equal to F equal to G m1 m2 by r square, and the moment of inertia will be I equal to m r square. Now the thing is that charge is also a property. So when there is a property, there will be effect, and effect will be electrostatic force, right? If there is no property, there will be no effect. How a body can be charged? A body can be charged by giving some electrons and taking out some electrons. Okay, so why protons cannot be given and taken out from a body? Protons cannot be given or taken out from the body because proton is bonded with heavy nuclear force with the neutron. So that's why they're having the strong bond with the neutron. That's why we cannot take out the protons. And if you want to take out the protons, we need high energies. And electron is not bonded with any strong force, and it is situated in the outer orbitals of an atom. So we can take out the electrons easily. Okay. Now charge are of two types. First one is positive and second one is negative. When there is deficiency of electrons means loss of electrons. Suppose from an atom we have taken out some electrons, and then that body's charge will be positive. And when we taken out some electrons, then the mass number will be decreased. And for negative charge, when we give excess electrons, means a graining of electrons led to negative charge. Okay, and though there is grain of electrons, their mass number will be increased. Now their mass number will be increased. So a charge cannot exist without mass. A charge cannot exist without mass, but a mass can exist without charge. Consider a statement is given like this: if a body has property, will it lead to effects? And another statement is given like this: if a body has mass, will it lead to effect? Will it lead to gravitational force? Okay. So the statement is, if a body has property, then will it lead to gravitational force? And the second statement is, if a body has mass, then will it lead to gravitational force? Both the statements are correct, because mass is a property, and that property will lead to effects, and its effects will be gravitational force. Its effects can be moment of inertia. Similarly, charge is also a property, but charge is a physical property. Why it's a physical property? Charge is a physical property because it's not visible. We cannot see charge, right? So that's why it's a physical property. It's not a chemical property. Chemical property means the things that can be visible. So charge is a physical property. It's not a chemical property. So when there is mass, its effects will be gravitational force. When there is charge, its effects can be electrostatic force, right? Then the magnetic force. So mass is a property, and mass is a quantity of matter that contains in a body. For example, we are humans, and a human's weight is, suppose a man weight is 50 kg. So you cannot say that man's head's weight is 50 kg, right? Its all over body's weight is 50 kg, means it includes its head, it includes its legs, it includes its hands, its everything. So quantity has many compositions. So mass is a quantity of matters that contains in a body, and quantity has many compositions. Compositions means that, like for human, that is head. For humans, we are having head, neck, and everything, the body parts. Okay. So property of an object due to which it apply or experience gravitational force. So gravitational force is always attractive. It's not repulsive. Gravitational force is always attractive. Okay, now let's study about the state of charge. There are three state of charge. First one is the charge should be at rest. Second one is the charge moving with constant velocity. When the charge is moving with constant velocity, that means it is moving slowly. And when the charge is moving in accelerated manner, it will move faster. And their effects will be electric field, magnetic field, and electromagnetic wave. So suppose a charge is at rest, then its effect will be electric field. When a charge is moving with constant velocity, its effect will be electric field, magnetic field, and EM wave. Sorry, when the charge is moving with constant velocity, its effect will be electric field and magnetic field. When the charge is moving in accelerated manner, its effect will be electric field, magnetic field, and EM wave. Some important points of charge. What is the charge of an electron? And the charge of an electron is minus E, that is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Unit of charge is very important. So what is the unit of charge? That is coulomb. So the charge of one electron is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, and its sign will be negative. The charge of a proton is plus C, that is plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, that is plus C. For your kind information, charge of an electron, charge of a proton, charge of a deuteron is same, that is plus C. Charge of a proton, charge of a positron, charge of a deuteron is same, and that is plus C, that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Charge of a electrons and charge of a protons is also same, because here the negative sign and positive signs indicates the property, it doesn't indicate the value. So charge of an electrons, charge of a protons are same, because the negative and positive signs indicates the property, it doesn't indicate the value. So charge of a electrons and charge of a protons are same. Charge of a positron, charge of a deuterons, and charge of a positron, deuterons, and protons is same, that is plus C, that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Charge is made up of neutrons, so the charge of neutrons is 0. Neutron is made up of equal charge particles, that is neutrons. That is, the neutron is neutral. For neutral body means the number of electrons and number of protons are same. To find the net charge, we have to take electrons, protons, and neutrons. Charge of an alpha particles means He2 plus, and its charge is plus 2e, that is plus 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, that is plus 3.2 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Here plus 2e, that is plus indicates the proton, and proton charge is plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, and we have 2e, so 2 into plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So charge on 10 electrons will be Q equal to minus 10e, that is charge on 10 electron. So electron sign is negative, that will be minus 10e, that is minus 10 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Charge on half electron will be 0, because charge cannot be in fraction. So when the charge is in fraction, so Q equal to charge is in fraction, like 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 6.5. So its fraction value is very minimum, so we cannot consider that body is having charge when we find out charge on that electrons. So its net charge will be 0. The charge on 12 electrons will be Q equal to minus 12e, that is minus 12 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, and charge on 6.5 electron will be 0, because it is in fraction. Charge on 6.5 into 10 to the power 12 electron will not be 0, because for fraction, but if its fraction's power is higher, higher value, then we have to consider that body has charge, that is Q equal to minus 6.5 into 10 to the power 12 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Please subscribe my channel and give one like. So there are two types of charge. First one is positive charge and second one is negative charge. When we give some electrons to a body, there will be excess of electrons, drain of electrons. That means the net charge will be negative. And when the net charge will be negative, its mass number will increase, because when we are giving electrons. So when you are giving electrons, the mass number will increase. So for positive charge, when we are taking out that electrons, when we want to take out the electrons from a body, it will be deficiency of electrons, and deficiency of electrons means there will be negative positive charge, and positive charge includes the deficiency of electrons, and its mass number will decrease. A charge cannot exist without mass, but a mass can exist without charge. Now some basic questions let me ask. Neutral body can be negatively charged by giving some extra electrons. So negative charge means there will be excess of electrons or draining of electrons. So you can do the right option. Some important things about charge. Okay. So what is the source of charge? The source of charge is electrons, and the charge is denoted by Q. So there are two types of charge. First one is positive and second one is negative. So charge is not visible, so that's why it's a physical property. So charge is a property. Yes, charge is a property. It's a physical property, it's not a chemical property. So if the question became like this, the charge is a chemical property. We all know charge is a property, but we don't know the charge is a physical property or chemical property. So we have to know that charge is a physical property. Charge is conservative in nature. Charge is a scalar quantity. Charge is quantized, and charge is additive in nature. Scalar quantity means there will be addition and subtraction. There will be no using of sin thetas like there. Those are scalar means when there is only magnitude, and vector means when there will be magnitude plus direction. So SI unit of charge is coulomb, and CGS unit of charge is ESU. So 1 coulomb equal to 3 into 10 to the power 9 ESU, and 1 ESU equal to 1 by 9 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. So we have to rate electrostatic force also. So let us know the SI unit of force also, because basic is very important. Like what is the force? What is the unit of SI unit of force? The SI unit of force is Newton, and the CGS unit of force is Dyne. So 1 Newton equal to 10 to the power 5 Dyne. And what is the smallest unit of charge? The smallest unit of charge is ESU, that is Franklin, and the largest unit of charge is Faraday, not Farad. Faraday, okay? Largest unit of charge is Faraday, and Farad is the unit of capacitor. One coulomb equal to 1 by 10 EMU. So how a person get electric shock? When there is discharge of electric charge through our body, which are accumulated by rubbing of insulating surface, that is then we get electric shock. For example, when we are opening the door of a car, we get electric shock, but it's impossible for us to realize. When we hold the iron bar of a bus after sliding from our seat, we get electric shock, but we cannot realize it. So what is static? This chapter deals with the electrostatic force. Electro means there will be electrons, and static means anything that does not change with time, that is the static. So electrostatic deals with the study of force, study of field, and study of potential. Electrostatic arises from charge. And what is the source of charge? The source of charge is electron. Conservative of charge, conservation of charge. That means charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferable. But I am saying about the charge, but which charge? The charge should be negative charge, that is the electrons, because electrons can be transferable, proton is not transferable. Electron is transferable because it has no strong bond and it is situated in the outer orbital, but proton cannot be transferable because it is bonded with strong nuclear force, means it is having heavy nuclear force, and it joins with the neutron. So proton cannot be transferable. So total charge of an isolated system is constant. What is quantization of charge? So quantization of charge, it should be available in the market. It should be available in the market means we cannot say give me half copy, give me half book. So we have to say that give me one book, give me two book. Similarly, charge cannot be in fraction. So quantization means it should be in fixed amount, and the charge should exist in the integer. Integer means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That indicates the whole number. And the formula will be Q equal to NE. You should know the meaning of the Q, the meaning of the N, and meaning of the E. Q means the charge of any body, E means the charge of an electrons, and E means the charge of an electrons, and N is the integral number. So a question is given like this: can a body of plus 8 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb be given in a body? And if we put the formula Q equal to NE, so Q is already given, that is plus 8 into 10 to the power minus 18. Q means the charge of any body, and E means the charge of an electron. And electron charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You can think that it will be minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. The same mistake I have done in my tuitions also. So you have to take here the magnitudes. So it will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So Q equal to NE, and N equal to Q by E. So here Q is given, that is plus 8 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and electrons charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So N equal to 50. So body can be charged when N value is in integer, but body cannot be charged when N value is in fraction. And the fraction should be minimum like 1.2, 3.2, 5.2, 6.2, etc. But a body can be charged when it is fraction if its fraction value is higher, like 7.5 into 10 to the power 12, 9.5 into 10 to the power 12. Okay, and that's all about the charge. Now let's read about conductor. So what is conductor? Conductor means a substance, means the electrical conductors. Okay, electrical conductors only we will read. So conductors or electrical conductors is a substance that allow the flow of electricity through it. So when there will be flow of electricity, if there will be flow of charge, and when there will be flow of charge, there will be flow of electrons. So when electron moves, it will lead to flow of charge, and when there will be flow of charge, obviously there will be current. And if we connect the conductors with a battery, then its electrons will move from the negative end to positive end. And what is free electrons? In a conductors we have free electrons. Free electrons means the neutral body, and neutral body means there will be number of electrons and number of protons are same, and its net charge will be 0. The free electrons, I am saying that conductors having free electrons, and the where that free electrons reside, will it be outside the conductor, will it be inside the conductor, will it be the surface of the conductor? So free electrons reside inside the conductor, inside the volume of the conductor. And if we want to give the excess charge, then charge can be protons and electrons, means positive or negative. So if you want to give the excess charge, that charge will reside on the surface of the conductor. So the free electrons of conductors reside inside the conductors, and if you want to give the excess charge, that charge will reside on the surface of the conductor. So conductor having free electrons, and free electrons are allowed to move freely. So when the electrons are moving freely, obviously there will be flow of charge, and when there is flow of charge, there will be flow of current. A conductor is having low resistance, so from Ohm's law we can say V equal to IR. So I equal to V by R. So I means the current, and current is inversely proportional to resistance. So when the resistance is low, means resistance means the obstruction. So when the resistance is low, the current will flow maximum. And conductor is having positive temperature coefficient, and conductor is having high thermal stability. Okay. So examples is copper, silver, aluminium, gold and steel. So up to this I have read, means my teacher taught me up to this only. I have class from 9 a.m. also, and today he will teach biology only, means biology at 7 a.m. and then at 7 a.m. he didn't take class because I think he is tired, because he is a very hardworking person, so he is tired. So he will take that class at 7 p.m. and again I will have biology class from 9 p.m. He will take class from I think for 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes every day. We have 2 classes each day, per day 2 classes, and he gives time for us to read that portions what he will teach. And he will take test also after not completing this means chapter, means he will take the part test. Okay, so I will have class at 7 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. I will come in live in 7 p.m. also and 9 p.m. also. Let's revise chemistry. Revision is very, very, very important, because until and unless you revise your chapters, you will not memorize and you will not fix into your mind. Okay? So revision is must. And concept is needed for everything, like physics, for chemistry. Okay? And you've already seen that he has explained about charge, how much concept he has given. So charge is very, very, very important. If anyone from Bengal, means those who understand Bengali, you can contact with him. I've given his number in the description box. Okay, though I'm like your these only, so I have said you my, no one reveals that while he's taking coaching or while he's reading or she's reading, but I'm sharing. I want that you should also get good marks in exams and pass. Okay, so my dear sisters and brothers, if you understand Bengali and if you're from Bengal, you can contact with him, and everything is given in the description box. Because in previous life, means yesterday only, many students asked me that why I'm taking coaching or tuitions, so I've said that and revealed that. If anyone is interested, please go in the description, and I've already mentioned there. Now let us revise the P block elements. Okay, we will read class 12 elements, P blocks elements only, that is group 15 to group 18, but he had taught up to group 15s only. So let us take a concept of P block. So what is P block elements? So in chemistry, P block elements are diversified. Okay, means they can react within themselves and they can react with other block elements also. So P block elements can react with themselves and P block elements can react with other block elements also. Like P block can react with S block, P block can react with D block, P block can react with F block also, and P block can react with P block also. So that's why P block elements manifested in their ability to react with the elements of S, D and F block and within themselves also. So P block elements properties are, P block elements are placed in group 13 to 18 of the periodic table, and its valence shell. Valence shells means the last orbitals configuration is ns2 np1 to 6 except helium, because helium configuration is 1s2. So 1s2, here we will not find any P block, but it is in P block only. So helium is a P block elements only, but it doesn't have any P block. The properties of P block elements, like that of others, are greatly influenced by. So properties of elements like that of other means other block elements. So P block like other block elements, P block also influenced by atomic size, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy and electronegativity. And the next point is very, very, very important, that is in second period you will not find any d orbital, but in third period you will find d orbitals or d and f orbitals. It is written in NCERT only. If you open your book, you will see that these things are written. Everything is from NCERT only, what I am saying. So P block elements have non-metals, metals and metalloids. Okay. What are the elements of P block? The elements of P blocks are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and moscovium. Okay, so down the group there is a shift from non-metals to metals through metalloids. Okay, and the typical metals are bismuth and moscovium. Let me say in sequence wise. So the non-metals are nitrogen and phosphorus. The metalloids are arsenic and antimony, and non-metals are bismuth and moscovium. So what is the atomic mass of moscovium? The atomic mass of moscovium is 289 and atomic number is 115. So let me say the P block elements atomic mass, atomic number. So for nitrogen, it is denoted as N. So for nitrogen, its atomic number is 7. For phosphorus, its atomic number is 15. For nitrogen, phosphorus, then arsenic, its atomic number is 33. Then antimony, its atomic number is 51 and half. For bismuth, its atomic number is 83. And for moscovium, its atomic number is 115. So it's my humble request, please subscribe my channel. I need your support, guys. That's why I'm working hard for you. Okay, please subscribe my channel and give one like. For subscribing and giving one like, you don't need money, so please help me. So let's read about the oxidation number. So the oxidation number of nitrogen is +5. The oxidation number of phosphorus is +5. The oxidation number of arsenic is +5 and +3. The oxidation number of antimony is +5 and +3. The oxidation number of bismuth is +5 and +3. The oxidation number of moscovium is not given in NCERT, so we don't have to read that. Now let's read about hydrides, means group 15 hydrides. Hydrides means there will be hydrogen, and add H3 means trihydride with each elements of group 15. So what are the elements of group 15? That is nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and moscovium. So add trihydrides within each elements. So first one will be the NH3. N means nitrogen, H3 means trihydrides. So it is termed as, means normal name is ammonia, so its IUPAC name is amine. For PH3, its normal name is phosphine and its IUPAC name is phosphate, and phosphate is colorless. For ASH3, its normal name is arsenic trihydride and its IUPAC name is arsine. For SbH3, its normal name is antimony trihydride, its IUPAC name is tidine. And for BiH3, its normal name is bismuth trihydride and its IUPAC name will be bismuthane or bismuthine. Group 15 elements show inert pair effect. Okay, so +5 oxidation order will be, first of all, N plus 5 greater than P plus 5 greater than AS plus 5. AS means the arsenic, and SB plus, then SB plus 5. SB means the antimony, and then Bi plus 5. And now the oxidation state order of +3 oxidation state order will be Bi plus 3, then Sb plus 3, then As plus 3, then P plus 3, then N plus 3. Okay, the lowest oxidation number is more stable. The lowest oxidation number is more stable is due to the inert pair effect. Now the occurrence. So we have read about the what are the elements of P block, what is the oxidation number of P block, so what is the atomic number of P block. Now let us go in deep and details and read about the occurrence. Okay, so nitrogen. So molecular nitrogen is composed of 78% by volume of the atmosphere, by volume, not by mass. Okay, so the statement may be given like this: a molecular nitrogen comprises 78% by mass of the atmosphere. It's not correct. So the correct statement will be molecular nitrogen comprises 78% by volume of the atmosphere. In art class, nitrogen occurs as child saltpetre, and its formula is NaNO3, and that is the sodium nitrate. And for Indian saltpetre, its formula will be KNO3, that is known as potassium trinitrate. Nitrogen is found in the form of proteins in plants and animals. So nitrogen is very important because it is found in plants as well as in animals in the form of proteins. So you can underline the word proteins. You can open your NCERT book and see that every line is from NCERT only. And do you know that while reading NCERT, means if you don't have a decorative notes while reading NCERT, you may get bored and some statements or some words can be missed. So you need a perfect teacher who will make notes, or you can, if you have that ability, you can make notes. But for making notes, you should not waste your time. I'm not wasting my time because my teacher is making notes and while teaching, so I make the notes in that time only. Okay, I make the notes in that time only. So you can see my notes. See, everything is from NCERT. You can see my notes. I'm showing you my notes. Okay, you can see my notes. Everything is from NCERT, and the important thing is also from NCERT. Have you seen the oxidation number is also written? So he's giving while teaching, he's making us to write notes. That is most important. And you should not read extra out of NCERT. Everything will come from NCERT only. So this is inorganic chemistry. So let's read about the occurrence of nitrogen. Okay. So molecular nitrogen comprises 78% by volume of the atmosphere. In Earth crust, nitrogen is found in the form of child saltpetre, that is sodium nitrate. That's formula will be NaNO3, that is the sodium nitrate. And Indian saltpetre's formula is KNO3, that will be potassium nitrate. Okay. So nitrogen is found in the form of proteins in plants and animals. So nitrogen is very, very important, is found in the form of proteins. So for phosphorus is very, very important because phosphorus is not only found in plants but also in animals as well as in the living cells. Phosphorus in bones we have phosphorus, in living cells we have phosphorus, in milk we have phosphorus, in eggs we have phosphorus. So the main components of the phosphate rocks is fluoroapatite. And what's the formula of fluoroapatite? The fluoroapatite formula is CA9, PO4 6.CaX2, and X will be fluorine, chlorine and OH, and it is written in NCERT only. Not X, we already said that X means there will be halogen, but here it's written fluorine, chlorine and OH. The phosphorus occur in minerals in the apatite form only, and its formula will be Ca9PO4 6.CaF2. Now for arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Arsenic, antimony, bismuth is found in the form of sulfide minerals. Okay. So arsenic, antimony, bismuth is found in the form of sulfide minerals. And what about moscobium? Moscobium is written in NCERT is very less, and moscobium is found in less quantity only. Moscobiums have short half-life. So due to short half-life and inadequate presence of moscobium in the atmosphere, we use moscobium, means the scientist or the chemist use moscobium is very less amount. Moscobium is a synthetic radioactive element. So moscobium is a synthetic radioactive element. Synthetic means anything that is made by man-made. So anything that is man-made, that is a synthetic. So moscobium is a synthetic radioactive element, and its atomic number is 115 and its atomic mass is 289, and its symbol is MC. Okay, so up to this I have read, means P block 15 group I have studied up to this. Now I will revise coordination compounds. I will take few minutes rest. If you have any query, you can ask now. What's about Warrior 2.0, Yakin 2.0, that is Jyoti, are you a topper? So leave that. Hello, I will not answer. D, you are a topper. I am not the topper. कौन सी class में हो? I am a dropper. I am not a topper, but I am a dropper. If you have any query, you can ask now, because I will take rest for 3 minutes because I have my voice get choked. Please subscribe my channel. I need your support, guys. Warrior 2.0, 26-second 2.0. Are you a dropper or are you preparing for any exam? I have revised physics, chemistry and biology, but in chemistry I will revise coordination compounds. So they have revised P block group 15. I want to take few minutes rest. Okay. So within this time, if you have any query, please you can ask, and please subscribe and like my channel, this live and subscribe my channel. Please like my live and subscribe my channel. Do you know that today I have class in the morning, and again I have class in the 7 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. Okay. In which institutions are you taking coaching? Didi kya pare? I have revised biology in the morning, that is biological classification. Then I revised physics. Then I have revised chemistry. And again I am in life. Again I have revised same thing, biology, physics and chemistry. Chemistry I have revised P block. Not full P block up to group 15. And then I will revise coordination compounds. Okay. In which class are you reading, Riddhi? Ready TZ002. You are in 11th? No, I'm a dropper. I have passed class 12. Am I seems like a class 11 student? Am I looks like class 11 student? I'm asking you. Yeah. I am 12th. Any tips? Are you preparing for any competitive exams? Or do you want to give class 12 dedicatedly? Yes, net. Okay. Have you taken any coaching? Ready TZ007. Have you taken any coaching like PW, then Akash, anything? Or you will focus for class 12 only, then you will take admission in coaching? No? I'm studying from Wbjee. Okay. Then I think you are focusing for class 12 only, right? and then you will prepare for NEET. See, for tips, you can go with the biology, means you have to read biology very well, means each line of NCERT, and then you should have deep concept in physics and chemistry. I have completed zoology. I am the third chapter of biology, completed the first chapter of physics, and completed the first chapters of physical chemistry. Okay, very nice. You have completed, but the main thing is that you have to revise. Okay, revision should be must. It's not about competition. Sorry. You have completed, but the thing is that you have to revise it. Okay, because many sometimes happen like that. You have completed that chapters, and due to lack of revisions, again you have forgotten. So that's, yes, you should revise, because until and unless you will revise, there is what is then yeah, and revision is must. I did one thing that when I was in class 11, I have completed. I thought that let me complete my class 11 chapter first, then I will revise the whole thing, and then I will get score a good marks. But my that plan is not good. From that time, I realized that revision is must. Same. Yes, we did the same mistake. Yes. When you complete one chapter, you have to revise it, and you should not forget that chapter. Don't run behind for completing the chapters. Everything you have to complete. Everything you have to complete. Up to which you have read, everything should be in your mind. Do you understand Bengali? I'm from West Bengal. Yes. Then I can suggest you one teacher. He's very good and giving concept very well. And many students is reading. I'm from Varanasi. I'm a Bengali. Okay. Then you can take one demo class from him, because his concept, he is giving concept. His concept is very nice. Means everything you can understand. And for NEET nowadays, you have to build concept. Like if you do PYQ, if you do solve PYQ only and focus on PYQ, that thing will not work for it. Okay, so you need your concept. You have to build concept. So you can see I have written that in my description, because many students are asking me. Sure, yes, he's on YouTube. Okay, he's on YouTube. You can see him. His channel name is Dream Neet. I have written in my description, and you can message him in the WhatsApp also if you have any query. Okay, because he is my teacher also, and I'm reading. Yes, I'm reading from him only. I have joined in many means one big institution, and I have wasted my money there. And now what happened, he said that you have to revise, and now see I am revising many times, right? What I am reading, I am revising many times. So when you revise it, it will be worthful. So he is taking class. I have given the means routine also. You can go in my channel and you can see it in post. I have given the routine. Only 2 classes he will take. Yes. You can take a demo class also, like let me see that whether you can understand or not. And he has given many short tricks. Do you know that in Wbjee, and I have given NEET exam also, in Wbjee has given many short tricks for finding bond orders. Okay, and I think his short tricks is not that much scientific, but with the help of the short tricks, you can solve that questions within 1 minute. Okay, you don't have to gain that much knowledge, but in the examination you have to do the answer, right? You have to get marks. So with the help of the short tricks you can get it. And concept is giving, but within that short time within that short time you need to solve the question. So you will get the concept, you will get the short tricks, and with the help of that short tricks you can solve anything. And that thing happened in Wbjee for me, and I was very happy. Do you live stream daily? Yes. You can go through his channel, and you can message him also, because he's a teacher. He will not disturb you, and he will give you the good guidance. Though you call me D, that's why I have told you everything, what I'm doing, from whom I am taking coaching. Okay. So let me revise chemistry. Importance of coordination compounds. Coordination compounds are widely present in minerals, plants and animals world. So coordination compound is very, very important, and coordination compound is present in many ways. I had to take a break from chess to study for a minute. Okay, take a break then. You have refreshed my mind. So I have my break is over. So let me revise chemistry now. So importance of coordination compounds. The coordination compounds are widely present in minerals, the plants and animals. Coordination compounds is very important. They play important roles in the area of analytical chemistry, the metallurgy, the biological system, the industry and the medicine. So coordination compounds is used everywhere. Without coordination compounds, you will not say that coordination compounds is not used anywhere. Coordination compounds is used everywhere, and it is very, very important. So that's why in NCERT it is written that coordination compound is widely present in minerals, plants and animals. Coordination compounds play an important role in the area of analytical chemistry, the metallurgy, the biological system, the industries and the medicine. Coordination compounds find uses in many qualitative and quantitative chemical analysis. So how the color retention will form? Is this your first drop? No, it will be my second drop, because in 2025 I've given my first drop, and I've joined one coaching. That coaching name I will not say, and that was not fruitful for me. Means for examination you need a good concept, and the physics paper was very tough for me. So not for me, for everyone also, I think. So that's why I think if I get passed in the examination, I will be lucky, and if I don't get passed, then I have to study once again. So I will not waste my time. I have started my class. Okay. So color retention. Color retention is formed with the help of genetic ligands plus metal ions and form the coordination entity. Here the coordination entity means the coordination compounds. So it forms the basic for the detection and estimations of ions. It forms the basic for the detection and estimation. Detection means, thank you Rithi. Sorry, ready Z007. What's your name? It formed the basic for the detection and estimations of ions by chemical and industrial method of analysis. So it formed the basic for the detection and estimations of ions. Ronit. Okay. Thanks, Ronit. It formed the basic for the detection and estimations of ions by chemical and industrial method of analysis. Examples: EDTA, DMG, that is dimethyl glyoxime, and alpha nitroso and beta naphthol, and last one is the cupron. Please subscribe my channel and give one like to my live. Hardness of water can be estimated by simple titrations with Na2 EDTA. And the calcium ions and magnesium ion, that is Ca2 plus and Mg2 plus, that is the group 2 elements, form the stable complex with EDTA. Thank you. The selective estimation of this ion can be charged due to difference in the stability constant of calcium and magnesium complex. The selective estimations of these ions can be charged due to difference in the stability of constant calcium and magnesium complex. Some of the extraction process metals like silver and gold make use of complex formation, like silver and gold extraction from the complex, that is a coordination complex. Not aluminium, it forms the aqueous solution, that is AuCN2 minus, and Au indicates gold and Ag indicates silver. So we can extract Au means gold from the solution AuCN minus with the help of zinc. So when we add zinc in AuCN2 minus, then we will get gold. Purifications of metals can be achieved through the formation and subsequent, and then we have to decompose the coordination compound. So if we want to get the pure nickel, at first impure nickel is converted into NiCO4, and then we have to decompose it, then we'll get the pure nickel. So coordination compounds are of great biological importance, that is coordination compounds is found in everywhere, and obviously it has biological importance. First one is the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps in photosynthesis, and chlorophyll is a coordination compounds of magnesium, not manganese. Okay, chlorophyll is the coordination compounds of magnesium. For hemoglobin is a red color pigment, and it acts as an oxygen carrier, and its coordination compound element is iron. For vitamin B12, that is cyanocobaltamine, it is the anti-pernicious anemic factors, and it is the coordination compounds of cobalt. It is the coordination compounds of cobalt. So others compound of biological importance with coordinate metals ions are enzymes. So the examples are carboxypeptidase A and carbonic anhydrase, that is the catalyst of biological system. Coordination compounds used as a catalyst, that is rhodium complex and Wilkinson catalyst, and it is used as a hydrogenation of alkenes, not alkanes. I have made the mistake, so you should not make the similar mistake. So rhodium complex and Wilkinson catalyst, both are used as a hydrogenations of alkenes. Alkenes means it should be the double bond, and its formula will be PH3 P whole 3 i's RHCl. Articles can be electroplated with silver and gold much more smoothly and evenly from the solution of complex, and the solution of complex are AgCN2 minus, that is the charge, and AuCN2 minus. Ag is the silver and Au is the gold, and we have to make the solution, that is AgCN2 minus and AuCN2 minus, then from a solution of simple metal ions. In black and white photography, the developed film is fixed with washing with the hypo solution, which dissolves the undecomposed AgBr to form the complex ion, that is AgS2O3 whole twice 3 minus. There is a growing interest in the use of chelating therapy in medicinal chemistry. An example is that the treatments of problems caused by the presence of metals in toxic proportion in plants and animals. So the treatments of problems, and that problems was caused by the metals in toxic proportion. Toxic proportion means the proportion when there is less proportion, means proportion means the amount. So when there is less amount of metals or more amount of metals, so the treatments of the problem that was caused by the metals in toxic proportion in plants and animals, that can be cured. And excess use of coppers and irons are removed by the chelating ligands, and the chelating ligands are D-penicillamines and this D-ferroxime B via the formation of coordination compounds. EDTA is used in the treatment of lead poisoning. So EDTA is used in the treatment of lead poisoning. Some of the coordination compounds of platinum that inhibits the growth of tumor. Example is cisplatins and other related compounds. So in summary, 2 points are also given. You should not miss the summary point also. The compounds provide critical insight into the functioning and structure of vital components of biological system. Coordination compounds also find extensive applications in metallurgical process and analyticals and medicinal chemistry. So the coordination compounds provide critical insight in the functioning and structure of the vital compound of insight into functioning and structure of the vital components of the biological system. Coordination compounds also find extensive applications in metallurgical process, analyticals and medicinal purpose. Now let's revise the organometallic compounds. So bonding in carbonyl compounds. So when we want to make a bond, we can make a bond within two person. Like if I want to make a friendship with a girl, then there should be a bond between us. So similarly, for bonding in carbonyl compounds, we need metals and carbonyl compounds. And metal having 5 orbitals, and out of these 5 orbitals, one orbital is vacant and other 4 orbitals will be full-filled orbitals. And the shape of the d orbital is d dumbbell, that is double dumbbell shape. So for the carbonyl compounds, carbon has one lone pair, and for one lone pair there is 2 electrons, and 2 electrons make one bond. And so for metal carbon sigma bond, so metal carbon sigma bond is formed by the donation of one lone pair from the carbonyl compounds to the vacant orbitals of the metals, and it's undergo head-on overlapping, so it forms the sigma bond. When the metal carbon pi bond is formed by the donation of lone pair from the full-filled orbitals of the metals to the pi-star antibonding vacant orbitals of carbon monoxide. So CO is the carbonyl compound, CO is the strong pill ligand, CO is the carbon monoxide, and CO and the ligand is known as CO is act as a ligand, so CO is a acid pi ligand. Okay, so this bonding creates an effect. Obviously, when we make a bond with someone, there will be one effect, and that effect will be the synergic effect. So metal to ligand bonding creates an effect, that is the synergic effect. It strengthens the bond between the carbon and the metal, and ligands are known as acid pi ligand. So acid pi ligands were formed when there is antibonding pi-star orbital. So applications of synergic effect, and it's due to the synergic bonding and charge for metal carbon bond energy will increase, bond order will increase, and bond length will decrease. So for charge densities, for metal carbon bond, it will be negative charge greater than 0, greater than positive, and for CO bond, for metal carbon bond, it will be bond energy will decrease, bond order will decrease, and bond length will increase. Okay, bond length will increase. So when there will be increase in bond energy, there will be increase in bond order, and there will be decrease in bond length. So for CO bond, the charge densities on metals will be positive, greater than 0, greater than negative. So synergic effect bonding has minimum differentiation, and if a covalent bond length is 1.128 Armstrong, then what will be the value of CO bond in FeCO5? The answer will be, there is a minimum difference, so as it is given 1.128, so it will be minimum higher, okay, higher value like 1.15. So as I've already said that from fulfilled orbitals, there will be transfer of one lone pair to the carbonyl compounds vacant pi-star antibonding. So from electrons from the metals, from the full-filled orbital, that is lone pair is transferred to the antibonding pi-star orbital. So antibonding pi-star orbitals, electrons is increasing. So we know the bond order formula, that is number of bonding minus number of antibonding by 2. So it will be in negative. So when the value is in negative, so bond order value is negative. So when there is increasing electrons in antibonding pi-star antibonding orbitals of the carbonyl compounds, their bond order will decrease. The limitations of crystal field theory. So crystal field theory explains the property of coordination compounds. So what are the property of coordination compounds? The property of coordination compounds are the formation, the structure, the color, and the magnetic property. Crystal field theory has ligand, and that ligand act as a point charge. As a result, anionic ligands iodine, for fluorine, chlorine should exert the greatest splitting effect. So what is anionic ligand? The anionic ligand actually found at the lower end. Lower end means the left side of the spectrochemical series. This line is written in the NCERT that anionic ligands are actually found at the lower end. So lower end means what? Lower end means the left side of the spectrochemical series. Anionic ligands does not take into the account the covalent characters of the bonding between metals and ligand. So covalent characters means there will be covalent bond. Covalent bonds means sharing of electrons, and sharing of electrons means sharing of lone unpaired electrons. Okay, so it will form a single bond. Anionic ligands are formed, which are explained by LFT and MOT. What is homoleptic complex and heteroleptic complex? Homoleptic complex means the compound which are having one type of ligand, only one type of ligand. For example, PTCl4. So chlorine is a ligand, but chlorine number is 4. I have already said there should be one type. Type and number has difference, right? Number means 1, 2, 3, 4. So type means only one single type. So PTCl4. So ligand with one type, that is chlorine, and metal will be the platinum. Reproductive health. No. What is heteroleptic complex? A compound having different type of ligands, that is PTNH3 and Cl, that the ligands are NH3 and chlorine. So ligands are two types, that is metal. So the examples of strong field ligands are cobalt, NO and NH3, and the weak field ligands is halogens and water, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine and water. So what are transition metals? The transition metals are scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. So for tetrahedral complex, the ligand number is 4, and for octahedral complex, the ligand number is 6. Homoleptic carbonyl compounds, only carbonyl compound ligand is used here. Homoleptic carbonyl compounds formed by the most of the transition metals. The carbonyl compound has simple and well-defined structures. Only one type of ligand is used in carbonyl ligand. So CO is the strong bond. Homoleptic carbonyl compounds examples are tetracarbonyl nickel. That formula will be NiCO4, and its oxidation number will be 0. And its hybridization will be sp3. Its shape will be tetrahedral. Pentacarbonyl iron means FeCO5, and its hybridization will be dsp3. Its shape will be trigonal bipyramidal, and its oxidation number is 0. For hexacarbonyl chromium, CrCO6, its hybridization will be D2sp3, and its shape will be octahedral, and its oxidation number is 0. For decacarbonyl dimanganese, for deca means 10, so decacarbonyl dimanganese, so manganese is the metal, and metal's number is 2. So its shape will be the shape will be square 2 pyramidals, and it is joined by manganese bond, and there is no bridge bond. So number of bridge bond will be 0 for decamanganese, decacarbonyl dimanganese. And for octacarbonyl dicobalt, its formula will be CO2, CO8, and it has 2 bridge bond, and it has cobalt bond bridge, and its 2 cobalt is there, that is CO. What is mononuclear, what is trinuclear, what is trinuclear, what is tetranuclear? Here mono means one and nuclear means metal. So when one metal is connected with one type of ligand, that is mononuclear. When two metal is connected with one type of ligand, that is dinuclear. When three metal is connected with one type of metal, that is trinuclear. When four metal is connected with one type of ligand, that is tetranuclear. Organometallic compounds. Organo means organic, and it will deals with the carbon. So for metals, there will be transition metals, the compounds in which metal is directly bonded with the carbon, that is the organometallic compounds. And there are two types of organometallic compounds. First one is the ionic organometallic compounds, and second one is the covalent organometallic compounds. So for ionic organometallic compounds, ions means ionic. There are two bonds. First one is positive bond and second one is For ions should be ionic metals means ions, and ions are of two types: cations and anions. Ions should be two types: cations and anions. And ionic bond is present between the metals and carbon. Ionic bond is present between the metals and carbon. So covalent organometallic compound means there will be sharing of electrons. Covalent bond is present between the metals and carbon. Covalent bonds are three types: sigma bond, pi bond, and sigma and pi bond together. I think there is net problem, so let me switch off this.